Props for Marvel for the spoiler alert, even though the spoilers are pretty much inescapable at this point. So Marvel and Sony had just released a second trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home, in which, much like the second trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming, I do feel like this trailer is a little spoiler heavy in a sense, where the trailer reveals a little too much about the film itself, even though this trailer at the very least isn't as bad as the former example. But even then, there is a few things to discuss surrounding this trailer. First and foremost, the fact that it finally does reveal once and for all that this film is not going to be a prequel, as we do get to see Peter Parker trying to come to terms with Tony Stark's death. And in a way it does overwhelm him, because it does mean that he has to step up and be the next Iron Man in a sense. Obviously not in the literal sense, mind you, but in other words, he needs to step up into being the next hero that everyone needs. And while this is pretty much the exact same arc he had in Homecoming, I do think it still makes sense given the aftermath of Endgame, and that Iron Man's departure would be a good crux for Spider-Man to step up, instead of being irresponsible and just hanging out in Europe, which I do think they're kinda taking some cues from Spider-Man 2, which isn't exactly a bad thing, because it always has been a staple for Spider-Man to balance out his real life as well as his crime fighting career. Plus we do discover in this trailer that Michelle does in fact know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, as to which pretty much everyone was predicting for a very long time now. And it is very much clear that she will have a bigger role in this film as she did from the last film, given that Spider-Man does have the hots for her. And even despite of the recent hints towards this revelation, they don't exactly confirm her connection with Nick Fury or not yet, which is something that I'll touch upon in another video. Mainly because I have too much to say about it and I don't want to go off topic. But the biggest revelation, to me at least, is the fact that we do know that Mysterio is in fact from another universe. Plus we do discover that after the snap from Endgame, it did create a hole in the universe, meaning that the entire multiverse is colliding on itself, which does indicate that we are going to explore the multiverse ever more. And I'm assuming that because Mysterio is from another universe and that he is fully aware of the elementals, this could indicate that the likes of Sandman, Hydra Man, Man, etc. are all from the same universe that Mysterio is in. And I'm guessing that their main plan is to bring all of the elementals back to their universe, before the multiverse closes on itself. Although what is a little surprising to me thus far is that we don't seem to have any indicator of Mysterio's betrayal. Unless they are staying hush-hush on the matter, despite the fact that we kinda do expect Mysterio to go rogue eventually. Unless this is all a misdirect and that Mysterio's going to be a hero this entire time. Either way, I am very intrigued on what they're going to do with Mysterio, and I do think that his design is very badass. But overall, I am very intrigued on what they're doing with Spider-Man Far From Home, especially the fact that we do have a confirmation that they are going to be exploring the multiverse. And since this movie is going to be somewhat of an epilogue for Phase 3, it does appear that Spider-Man Far From Home will in fact be the movie that will introduce this next saga that will be related to the multiverse. To which I'm pretty excited for, because it does seemingly open up endless possibilities. So what do you think of the second official trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home, and what are you most excited to see from this movie? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video, please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.